Alright, so here's another try at a video update for Chuck the Con. I've been working on adding in a couple new enemy types, and that's about it for the moment since the weapon's finished. But I give a new layout to kind of properly show off the enemies. And so, I mean, you have your basic skeletons here, just kind of getting through them real quick. So the first new enemy, I wanted a ranged threat, and so there's my shoddy attempt at drawing like a fire elemental kind of enemy that when you're within range, shoot individual fireballs at you, and then every, I think about 3.5 seconds right now, they shoot off a burst. So between the two of these guys, alternating bursts, there's constantly a crap ton of fireballs flying at me right now. And they will detonate bombs if they collide with your fireballs. So the bombs aren't the best weapon. There's a good combination for delivering bombs of weapons that I had fun with, but I will leave that as a surprise. So one good trick, like the arrows collide with the fireballs as well, and they don't work very well. But the throwing axe will actually make it through the fireballs. So if you can dodge them all and use the throwing axe, that works well for killing them. Whoa. And it looks like I'm just gonna die here. I might have to restart. Let's see. Okay, we took out one fire elemental. So the other new enemy, I wanted it to be an enemy that kind of charged up an attack and raced at you. And so the graphic right now is almost kind of like a Tonberry from Final Fantasy carrying a big drill. And I mean, it's not a very apparent graphic, but it is. That's what it's supposed to look like for the moment. Well, I couldn't think of anything else. And right now, they just kind of wander around. And then when you come within vision of them, they kind of hold the drill and charge up their drill, I guess. And then they launch themselves at you like that. And so if you bump into them like any other enemy, they do 1 damage. If they hit you while they're charging, they actually do 4 damage. So I think that's the hardest hitting enemy right now in the game currently. And yeah, so I definitely would want to replace the graphic on the charger and probably on these fire elementals, but that's the gameplay mechanics for the enemies right now, at least. The chargers will also collide with and hurt other enemies, so if you can bait their attacks into another charger or a different enemy type, and that you can actually use them somewhat to your advantage. They'll do 2 damage to any enemy type versus the 4 to the player. But yeah, so that's what I've updated to the game right now. And I might be taking a hiatus from this game for a bit. We'll see. Right now I'm not sure where I quite want to go with it anymore to make it more interesting or give you a long-term factor other than go in and see if you can kill the enemies for a round. So we'll see what happens. And that's all for now.